Hello and welcome to Overthinking
Overthinking
the
the
Beat.
Overthinking the beat, yeah, we break it down. Every lyric, every line, we don't mess around. From the bass to the bars, we repeat and repeat. Welcome to the show, Overthinking the beat.
I am your host, Camden Newman, and my guest here today is.
Cameron Powell.
Thank you for coming onto our show. This is episode 37.
Happy to be here. It's great to be on.
That's good to hear. The title of today's episode is Overthinking Just a Man from the epic musical. It's one of my favorite songs. What do you have any thoughts on it?
I'm a new fan to the epic saga, but this is the one I started on and definitely built my fandom off of this.
I'm pretty sure, am I the one that got you
Yeah,
onto
you're
it?
the one that recommended me the musical. I'd heard the song Just a Man before, but you introduced me to the entire saga, so
I'm very glad. I'm glad you enjoyed
thank you
it.
so much for it. Don't forget to get your lemonade at Leroy's Lemons. They're selling fresh squozen lemonades for half the price.
Okay. You yourself would know a lot about music theory since you are a professional singer yourself in multiple choirs, including the church choir that I'm also in,
It's true.
uh, which obviously is very, very professional.
Prestigious, if you will.
I would say prestigious. Do you like to tell us some things about yourself?
You know, being a professional singer has led me to a lot of amazing opportunities, working with great people, and really had the opportunity to really understand music theory and how a song is built and the progression and flow between music.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I know I myself have never been very good at sight reading or something, but I definitely can appreciate a song's lyrics. And Just a Man is a really good song, and I like the message behind it. I like the message behind the whole musical. It makes it very easy to understand the Odyssey.
Yeah, honestly, it's the perfect through line of the entire musical. This constantly throughout. I mean, the music is brought in from this song throughout the entire musical. So it's like
Yeah,
almost interesting that it's not the first song, but it makes sense obviously when you're
yeah,
listening to it. But the through line that this song leads throughout the theme of the musical, it makes perfect sense to start with this one.
yeah. And I love that I'm Just a Man shows up through multiple songs in the musical itself.
Yeah,
We have some sources here today, and Liberty Champion states Epic the Musical consists of 9 sagas to make up a full track list telling the story of Odysseus, king of Ithaca. The story follows Odysseus's journey home from Troy, and each phrase of the trek is composed of a unique musical retelling. Odysseus is voiced by Rivera Herranz. Today we're starting with the question, what is this song about? This question is submitted by, I think it might be Holy Bagel.
Holy Bagel.
Yeah. So what would you say the song is about?
I think it's about. I mean, it's the beginning of his journey, right?
Yeah,
And
I'll
I've
pull up
always
the
kind of looked
lyrics.
at it as this is his first action of war. He's seeing it for the first time. He's going through the motions, and it kind of the adrenaline is worn off from the battle, and he's now kind of facing what's happened. And obviously, he starts with looking at. If I remember correctly, he's looking at like a small child, right?
Yeah,
When he
the
starts.
infant, which
Yeah,
he
the
was
infant. Yeah,
told to kill by the gods.
yeah. And so looking at this infant, being like, "But you're just like me." Um, so he's kind of going through the follies of war. In my mind, this is when I first heard it. This is what I was going through and thinking about of just like how harsh and painful war is, and like what his role in it all is, and why does he have to be the one to do this when he's
Yeah,
just another man? He's just somebody.
as he states.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
exactly. And if I recall correctly, that's the son of Hector.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And the reason he has to kill it is sorry. The reason he has to kill him, the small child, is because the gods say he's going to grow up to kill him eventually and his family.
I mean, if you look back in history too, oftentimes if you don't end the bloodline, it does come back to bite you. But
100%.
also, that is kind of horrible to have to be the one to do it, you know?
Yeah, especially a small child, and he really does. He tries to make up all kinds of different ways to get out of the situation, but the gods tell him that no, like
Yeah.
he has to do this. Our next question, submitted by Seb Drawings 12, asks, "Why does Odysseus say I'm just a man?" We kind of already talked on this, but like just going more in depth with what does he say? I'm just a man. My personal feelings towards it is he feels like put in such a hard situation, and he's just like another person, like another human being. And like, why does he have to go through such hardships, and like, why does he have to go through this insane trial of killing a infant basically, even though he's just another man.
Yeah, I think it even goes on throughout the rest of the saga where he talks about how why am I the one that has to go through all the struggles? Like all I want to do is get home and be with my
Yeah,
family. Like
exactly.
why am I the one who keeps getting chosen for all this stuff when I didn't even want this?
Our last topic question we have: how does the song change our view of him as a hero? Submitted by
Levi,
Levi. All right, thank you, Levi, for submitting this question.
what I
How does this song change our view of him as a hero?
I'm gonna kind of go on a little tangent here, but I didn't even realize the last part he's singing "Forgive Me,"
Yeah.
like the when does a man become a monster, and he's saying "Forgive me" because he obviously doesn't. He ends up killing the infant, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, it really. I mean, George or Jorge. I don't know which one he goes by, but the writer did a really good job of blending like this is the epic hero story of Odysseus, and you start to get more of the humane side of like he didn't really want to be this guy. He didn't want to be the one to become this epic, to become this great story. He
Yeah.
wanted to be just a man, and he's like saying, "Forgive me," because he feels like he has become the monster. Like
Yeah.
he's now what he was getting rid of.
That's a song like right after this, pretty much, which goes into depth about like how far does one go until they're no longer like you're no longer yourself. And that's another reason why when he talks to the prophet, he's so scared about himself being like corrupted because of this. Specifically, it just a lot of it ties back to this specific time in his life, like because this is where everything started changing for him.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for coming on to the show. I really appreciated your insight, and you've been a wonderful person to have on the show.
of course. Have me on next. Talk to my agent.
I'll talk to your agent for sure. That's all we have for today. Thank you, my guest again, Cameron Powell. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Also, thanks for our sponsor, Muses Symphony and
Leroy's Lemons.
Leroy's Lemons. Thank you very much. We'll be back next time with another episode. Until then, keep overthinking the beat.